Hunnigan, what happened? The transmission got cut off. Salazar, how'd you...
We've jacked the line. We didn't want you telling everyone any unnecessary information.
Where's Ashley?
Ah, so she fell into one of our wonderful traps. We'll make sure we find her. Don't you worry about her. Oh yes, I let our miserable insects out for some exercise down in the sewer.
Thanks. That should keep me company, 'cause boredom kills me.
I look forward to our next encounter. In another life.
Does not apply to this game.
Hey, is it going to apply to the next game?
Yes.
Okay, noted.
Alright. Anyways, hi viewers, guess what? I got a guess and it's not Chaz's rad.
It's not?
No.
Lied to me.
Owl Flame.
I'm going to leave now that you've lied to me.
Son of a gun. Guess what? Okay, two things. One, we're going to the scariest part of the game in my opinion. Two,
Shit. And I have to watch it at like 2 frames a second?
yes.
Oh.
Doesn't that make you feel special?
I just wanted to let you know that at least on my end, this is slightly less than 3 frames a second.
That's fine. It's probably delayed a little bit.
It's probably wrong.
So, I gotta tell you something. I got over horror survival games. And what the...
Okay, so I'm just gonna point out that that camera shot of you walking down the hallway, the way the camera looks,
Yeah.
that looks really good.
Oh, that's good. I'll be honest, I'm playing the PlayStation version. I'm used to the GameCube version. That guy does not spawn there. And these guys are a pain in the ass. I'm not even gonna lie, these guys. They can turn invisible, they can climb up walls, they remind me of the Licker. And they like to do a lot of stealthy crap.
Actually, they kind of remind me of the driver.
The driver. No one's gonna understand that, man.
Yeah, I know. You keep bringing. Yeah, fuck it.
It doesn't even matter. One of these days, viewers, one of these days we're gonna talk about the driver. But okay, anyways. So this was like the first game that I actually played that I have to say was probably where I was coming to terms with horror survival games. And dude, this guy is not supposed to do that.
The game's breaking on you.
A little bit. I think it's just because I'm playing a different version of the game.
Keep game, which has the physics of the monsters are more incompetent.
No, the monsters are much more competent in this game. They're actually doing stuff. Some are like put in different places that they aren't in like the original.
Referring to the difference between versions of the game.
Yeah, I don't know if that's like if they add that in, made the AI a bit more intelligent or whatever, but it's completely different from what I'm used to, because normally what they do is they're down in that little pit right there. That's where you first get introduced. Like, you just walk down there, you're thinking nothing because there's like something invisible. You think that like that little splash right
That's
there
something invisible? I thought it was really aggressive piranhas.
in 1 foot of water. Yeah. Anyways, I like to do that because they pretty much are just stationary in this one section, not even moving, but clearly they're a lot more competent, so I have to be a lot more careful, if you will.
What is stopping you from going down there and going to the other ladder?
Oh man, if you only knew. But yeah, so this is the part that okay, when I first played Resident Evil 4, like I was coming to terms with horror survival. This was the first game that actually made me man up and actually go through situations. And I gotta say, this was probably the most unsettling in the entire game.
Because of invisible enemies?
No, you're in a sewer system.
Great way to introduce me to this game, bro.
You're in a sewer system. You got like invisible insectoid enemies just that pretty much come at you at random, or seemingly random.
All my fans, I've never played Resident Evil 4.
So I actually have to explain this to them. That's something I never thought I had to do. Period. So you get introduced to this new enemy that you haven't seen before. They're kind of horrific, if I do say so, but I don't know. I still find the Licker much more sadistic.
If I go into my sewers right now, would there be like torches everywhere?
Yes.
Why?
If you live in a rural part of Spain.
Can we just someday travel to Spain and enter their sewer system just
If
to
you
see if...
pay for your plane ticket, we can.
Sure.
Okay. Also,
So-
these
so-
eyes that they drop are treasure, and they'll come into play soon enough. And I'm
they
getting
look-
my ass handed to me. They're just handing my ass to me.
Man, this is actually one of those games I would love to Let's Play because everything looks like something else, and I can just say that live. Like, for example, all these things you've been picking up, they look like mini pizzas.
Do they?
Yes. Now I'm hungry again.
I actually ate some pizza, despite the fact I'm on my diet.
Yeah,
I had
know.
a little bit of a cheat meal
Right?
today. It was delicious. Didn't eat nearly as much as I
I'm
thought I
having
was
the
going to.
problem as one of my relatives, otherwise known as my father, as I have no reason to hide this information.
Alright.
When he couldn't eat red meat because him eating red meat would lead to his whole body rejecting his entire immune system.
Ow. That
So-
has to suck.
He essentially would. This was like a thing that happened to him when he was like taking this specific medication because of some not cancer but like just like 4 steps below cancer in
Mhm.
terms of severity, and he had to take this medication and he couldn't eat red meat.
That sucks.
And I thought you had that, but no.
No,
You're just
I'm just on a diet.
unhealthy. And I'm just like, motherfucker, red meat is really healthy for you.
It's good, but it's expensive. See, my diet isn't to emphasize like health or weight loss. By the way, viewers, I'm on a diet. Just thought I'd announce that. It's actually to benefit being on a budget, and red meat is a lot more expensive than white meat.
Anyway, back to the pizza gathering and then the scare happens.
Actually, this is a really interesting file. It talks about like real life parasites that could take over the host. Like it's it's a legit thing.
So it's like a cell that gets into your body.
No,
and
no. I actually know this. There's a type of fluke in its larval stage. It'll get eaten. It's like okay, that came out of random. See, that's why you gotta be cautious in this one area.
Just because it's a sewer level and they suck.
No,
They
well,
don't
yeah.
have to suck. I just want to tell developers this. They don't have to suck. don't.
It's fine. It's fine. I totally lost my train of thought.
I forgot I bought these. Go on.
Oh, something about okay, there's like a type of fluke that gets eaten by slugs and in like their adult stage, and when the fluke reproduces and has eggs, like the mucus trail left by the slugs contains the eggs from the fluke, which get eaten by ants, and when they hatch, the larva kind of takes over the ant's brain. They'll go over, bite on like the end of a grass blade, and that'll get eaten by a rabbit.
What the fuck?
And I'm trying to remember.
This is the most specifically caused apocalypse I've ever heard in my entire life.
What are you talking about?
Whatever
God, I
this
wish
par-
I researched like this one thing that I'm trying to talk about a little bit more, but
So
it's a
it
real
gets
thing.
slugs, which do a thing, which
No.
gets eaten by ants, which eat plants, which get eaten by rabbits, which get eaten by condors.
No, I'm serious. It's a real life parasite life cycle.
Oh, this is an actual thing.
It's
that
an
happens?
actual thing, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought this was like.
No, no. I mean, okay, the whole thing in this game is there's a parasite. It doesn't have to do with the T-virus. That's kind of why I told you forget everything about Resident Evil. Because
Yeah, but-
the T-virus does not apply to this. Also, we got a piece of treasure, right? So these eyes that we've been picking up actually can combine with that.
Take the pizzas. Ooh, that one's red, covered in pizza sauce, and that one's green, covered in lettuce.
Veggie sauce.
I don't know why I want someone to make a tomato sauce, but instead of tomato, use lettuce.
How about basil?
Not it is.
Pesto.
How about fuck those ideas?
No pesto. Pesto show his completion.